Hello parents, guardians, and caregivers of students in 7-1. This is Mr. Brubaker giving you a quick update on the week that we're about to have. So a few quick things. We will be mostly working on our spoken word or slam poems this week in class. We are also going to have a slightly different schedule. That's what I'm showing you right here. Last week for our mental health week, we did a bunch of small assemblies. We did a small whole school assembly every day. And I think we found that we liked that for a couple of reasons. It's a great way to connect and have some shared experiences. And I think it takes a little bit of the pressure off for some of the students who are starting to feel overwhelmed. It's at least a small amount of time where they can just sort of be there and not have to actively be doing something. Lots of kids love the active learning. This is a chance to take it in without having to be as on. I also know that it means a little bit more screen time, so I think these assemblies will be great, but you and your family and your learner need to kind of work together to decide what's best for your family, and I appreciate whatever you decide. But let me quickly give you the week and tell you a little bit what we're having. So this is the week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Day 4 is tomorrow, Monday. Our day will be the same, except during period 8, instead of French that day, we're having an all-school math assembly. I think Mr. Schmidt is doing it. I think there'll be sort of like some probability questions, some interesting stuff to consider about math for the whole school together. I think it'll be pretty cool. On Tuesday, we are having Mr. Coates, our principal, has paid to bring in a guest speaker. His name is Leo Barbe. And he has a pretty amazing story. From the little bit that I've heard, he actually got shot when he was a teenager and almost died. And he has learned a lot about himself and about kids and about what we're all capable of in a positive and a negative way. And he's now a motivational speaker who tells his story and inspires kids all across the country. So he comes highly, highly sort of endorsed for our school. I think we're going to really enjoy him. Another guest speaker on Wednesday, day 1. So we actually are moving the schedule around slightly. Nutrition break will be half an hour early. It'll be from 1:10 to 10:10 to 10:50, because from period 4, 5, and 6, so from 10:50 until about 12:15, we have another guest speaker coming to our school, virtually to our school, and that is author Gordon Corman. If you're close to my age and you grew up going to school in Ontario, you may have enjoyed reading Gordon Corman. He was actually my favorite author in kind of grade 5, 6, and 7. He wrote the books like the What's Happening at McDonald's High, Bruno and Boots, Beware of the Fish, a whole bunch of books of that. He actually wrote his first book when he was 12, when he was in grade 7. He's a pretty amazing guy. On Thursday, for period 8, we're having something called the Just Spill It Assembly with Ms. Matthews and Ms. Sutton. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but I think it's sort of like talking about how we feel, what's going on as a school during that time. Sort of along the lines of our mental health check-in stuff from last week. And then on Friday, periods 7 and 8, we're doing our whole school recognition assembly and game show competition. That is with Mr. House and myself. And if you haven't seen that, feel free to just swing by. It's pretty weird. It's pretty strange. We have a lot of fun having playing some really silly games that Mr. House and I learned from a podcast that we listened to. Yeah, it's silly, but it seems to bring people together, and so it's worth doing for that reason. So the students in this class will miss 1 hour of core time. I'm going to try to still stick to giving them teaching and drop-in time so that they don't have to have more time than they need online. We're going to be working on repetition and rhythm in our poems, leading to, hopefully by the end of the week, starting on writing our good copies of a slam poem. My time is almost up. That is all. Hopefully my person in the background wasn't too loud for you. Again, I know these are tough times, and I know people are exhausted. The kids in 7-1 have been working really well. I'm super proud of them. I really am. They're doing great. I know that sometimes people get overwhelmed. Please, if there's any way that I can help, don't hesitate to ask. Hope you had a wonderful weekend, and I look forward to seeing all of your learners tomorrow morning.